5 days since I served my STBXW, 30F, of 7 years, now everyone is piling on me to talk to her. I originally posted this in r/surviving infidelity, but the moderators can't taking down anything I posted. I received a lot of support and help and a lot of requests for updates. So I will repost it here and see if it gets taken down again by the moderators. If not, I will post an update on Tuesday. I have made a decision to go NC after serving my wife 5 days ago. I am refusing to see or talk to her and everyone is piling on to talk to her. It's driving me nutty, messages and calls 24/7. What can I say to these people to get them to back off without being rude? These are my friends, family, people I want to remain in contact with after the divorce is finalized. Some background: we dated from the age of 20 and married when she became pregnant with our son. Our marriage was great. We got another kid, a daughter, 2 years after the first and have had excellent intimacy, good communication, good finances. We owned our house. We had a cat. Kids are well balanced and doing well. We were happy, or so I thought. Then about 4 months ago, my wife, let's call her Sue, came home from work gushing about this new manager they got. Let's call him Frank. I felt uneasy right away, like something was off. I smiled and asked a few questions, like if he was married, did he have kids, where did he live, etc. She tells me he is on his second marriage and have 4 kids in total. I was thinking this was probably a crush. I have had those, but they usually pass. So I decided to just wait, it would probably just go away. Over the next week this would happen every day and I got more and more uneasy. I decided I need to see if something more was going on, so I told Sue that I got a virus alert on the home network and that I needed to update the virus software on her pad, her mobile and her laptop. She has no IT skills whatsoever. She gave me her equipment and I installed remote monitoring software and keyloging from the best online service I could find. Best $20 a month subscription I ever got. A few days later I saw the first text messages going back and forth between them. They were pretty innocent. Mostly work related. Still, the frequency escalates a little over the next 4 to 6 weeks and gets more personal. I do a soft confrontation with my wife. She comes home from work and I stare at her intensely. Sue, what is wrong? Me, have you crashed the car or something? Sue, what? No. Me, you look like you have done something wrong and you are trying to hide it. Sue, no. I am not. What are you talking about? Me, you look guilty of something. Are you lying to me? Is there something you need to tell me? Sue, no, I just had a long day at work, blah blah. The next few days there was fewer messages between them, but they are quickly back at it in full force. The messages start to get flirty. I softly confront her again. Again she lies to my face. I decide this will probably end badly at around the 2-month mark and I decide to prepare for the worst. I also start to prepare myself emotionally. Over the next 2 months their exchanges evolve into a full-blown emotional affair, and it's getting more and more. I confront my wife repeatedly. I don't present any evidence. She keeps lying. I am not going to force her to stop. After all, she is a grown woman and she makes her own choices. She lies to my face again and again. I feel a gigantic rift opening up between us. Intimacy also stops. I find I am checking out of the marriage in parallel with their activities. I am devastated but working out a lot and steeling myself for the reality that the only likely outcome at this point is divorce. I get a lawyer, I prepare the paperwork and I even hire a guy to be on standby to serve her if and when I decide to pull the cord. Then I see the first messages where they plan to meet up. I am actually relieved since I can finally decide to end it. Just watching this train wreck unfold is agonizing. I rent a room on the same floor on the day they are planning to meet up and I get my guy ready to serve her in the hotel. D-Day arrives, she lies, and tells me she has to work overtime. I drive to the hotel and wait for her to arrive. Me and the guy I hired to serve her go up about 10 minutes after she gets into the elevator and we go up to her floor. The elevator needed a keycard. It is the only reason I rented a room. We go to the door. I hear moaning, so they are already at it. I hide around the corner and he bangs loudly on the door. They go quiet. Frank, what is it? Serving guy, I have a urgent delivery for Sue. Sue, what is it? Serving guy, I don't know ma'am, I have just been told it's urgent, it has to be delivered to you right now. And after some more back and forth the wife finally opens the door in a robe. Serving guy Sue, last name. Wife, yes. She gets the envelope and I pop out to sign the form. My wife sees me and just goes white. I sign the papers I need to sign and walk over to her. She doesn't move, I don't know what is going on with her, she looks confused to say the least. Like what she is seeing doesn't compute. I had prepared for this moment. I look into the room. Me, hey Frank, show yourself, I know you are in there. He looks around the corner and is obviously scared. Did you enjoy my wife, Frank? Or is it lying to your own wife that gets you off? Or is it having several mistresses at once, Frank? Is it lying to and cheating on everyone? Is that it? Frank, silence. Then I look at my wife. Me, Sue, you didn't really think you were the only side chick this guy had, did you? You are one of 3 as far as I know. I just made this up, I have no idea if he has other mistresses than my wife, I just needed to be mean and ruin what they had going on. Me, Sue. Listen to me, you are single now, so don't let me disturb anymore, you can go back to continue your activities. Then I stormed off. I started crying, but I wasn't going to let them see that, so I ran down the stairs instead of waiting for the elevator. On my way I heard this primal scream from my wife that was unlike anything I had ever heard before. I took a lot of solace in that scream the last few days. I got in my car and ugly cried for hours. Now I am mostly over it, I am glad it's done. I can move on. I feel liberated actually. I told the kids, they are staying with my parents for now. I even started to flirt with a work college and I have got on Tinder, I am chatting with a few women and it's a great boost for my ego. I am not looking for anything physical or serious. I will probably never trust anyone enough to have long-term relationship again anyway. I haven't talked to my wife since, she floods me with messages that I just ignore. But everyone is calling me and trying to guilt trip me / pressure me into talking to her. I have also been thinking about telling Frank's wife. If I was her I would want to know, and I don't think Frank will all of a sudden develop a spine and own up. Edit, I have decided to tell the wife, I have called her and told her the key facts. She didn't believe me outright, so I am meeting her at a coffee shop within the hour. I have also started to ask the people that call me to ask her why I am not talking to her. It seems to slow down the barrage. Edit, next update is here. Hey man, if she's cheated on you and lied so heavily to your face, please, for the sake of yourself and your kids, get some DNA tests. You owe it to yourself and your kids to know the whole truth of your family. Too many good men like you have been lied and cooked by their wives, and many men out there are raising kids not theirs, unbeknownst to them. It's sad, evil, and cruel that wives do this to their loving husbands. The thought alone of infidelity and wives who bang their bad boys on the side and deceive their husbands about kids they think are theirs gets me livid and makes my blood boils. 30% of men in marriages here in the West are raising kids who aren't theirs, and it's truly depressing to know, even as a single man myself. So please, you should get a DNA test to be sure of it all. Yes, you'll still love them, as that bond with them would never truly go away, but you would do well to get a paternity test and make sure all possible lies and secrets your wife has placed into your family come to light. Also, yes, definitely tell us about meeting his wife and telling her about it. She deserves to know and will thank you for telling her. I will probably never trust anyone enough to have long-term relationship again anyway. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that red pill of marriage will really hit you hard, and I don't blame you, man. After this, take solace in the 2 kids you have, and the cat too. Pets are cool, and just know you did have a family you cared and provided for, and you were a great family man who was on top of it all. Your wife cheating doesn't necessarily anything is wrong with you, it's just her. She found a man who makes more than you / is in a higher position, and unfortunately, in situations like that, her mind tells her that while you're a good mate, he is superior since he leads a business, even though in reality, you're far more of an actual man than he is, and you're certainly a far better partner. That, or he's just a smooth talker, either one will work on a married woman, I'm afraid. Not every woman is loyal like we'd hope, same goes for husbands too, in this situation. Temptation is a terrible sin. Anyways, sorry about the divorce, good luck with the rest of your family, get some DNA tests, and God bless you man. Infidelity is cruel to any loving partner.